Mitt Romney is in Arbutus, Maryland this afternoon for a town hall after racking up a decisive win in yesterday's Illinois primary. Romney captured 47% of the vote, and despite some momentum from his wins in the South, Rick Santorum only grabbed 35% of the votes. This win brings Mitt Romney's delegate count to 562 of the 1,144 he needs to win the presidential nomination. Jason Johnson is an independent analyst from Hiram College. He joins us now because independents were an important part of the voting process in Illinois, and they came through for Mitt Romney, although 60% of the voters said they voted for Mitt Romney because he could beat President Obama. So in a perfect political world where we all did what we were supposed to and we're all responsible, is that a great reason to vote for a candidate?
That is not a ringing endorsement at all. That's sort of like I went out with you because you were the only person who was home on Friday, you know, and Mitt Romney really has that problem. You can't win presidential elections voting against the other guy. People have to want to vote for you. That's the same lesson with John Kerry. That's the same lesson with Bob Dole. And Mitt Romney has that problem. No one's voting for him. They're just voting against Obama.
So what can he do? Because he can, like, you know, kind of like fashion his message in another way to appeal to independents, because he's going to go on to Wisconsin and Pennsylvania and Maryland, where he should do well.
He's going to do better, but here's the problem. Mitt Romney is, with Obama, he's kind of like a boxer who knows he can't win. So he's going to keep trying to hug the guy and then hope he can get in some body blows at the end. Romney knows he can't beat Obama on charm. He can't beat Obama on presentation. He can't beat Obama on intensity. But he hopes if he can keep the race close by talking about the economy, talking about gas prices, maybe there'll be an October surprise and he can pull off a knockout at the end.
Oh, it's funny you should say that, because we have something that Romney said, I think a couple of days ago, that really illustrates what we were just talking about. So let's listen.
We once built an interstate highway system and the Hoover Dam. Now we can't even build a pipeline. I mean, we once led the world in manufacturing, in exports, investment. Today we lead the world in lawsuits. You know, when we replace a law professor with a conservative businessman as president, that's going to end.
Okay, so that seems to be resonating, especially with President Obama, because guess what? He's embarking on a big energy tour, and it will end in Oklahoma, right by that Keystone Pipeline.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting, and he's fast-tracking certain parts of it. Look, the problem is Mitt Romney has difficulty finding the proper policy space, because everything Republicans usually talk about, Obama starts to do. They want to talk about Afghanistan, the Middle East, and Obama's already killed Osama. They want to talk about energy prices, Obama starts to move with the pipeline. So it's going to be hard for him to find something where Obama isn't doing what the Republicans wanted anyway. That's part of Romney's challenge.
Well, he's sort of doing what, I mean, with the Keystone Pipeline, he's speeding up permits on the southern portion of the pipeline, not the northern portion where the controversy lies, right?
Exactly.
So it's sort of a bit of political gamesmanship, you could call it. So do independents realize that sort of thing?
Yeah, and the thing about independent voters, first off, there aren't very many real independents. Most are leaning right or leaning left one way or another. Ultimately, it's going to come down to who do we believe as American citizens can fix this economy. It doesn't matter who started it. It matters who's going to end it. Do people believe that Mitt Romney can do a better job, or can Barack Obama do a better job? 8.3% unemployment is not good. It may be better than where we were, but it's not good. And whoever can convince us that they can fix that relatively soon, that's who's going to win.
Yeah, and if gas prices keep going up, that's even more troublesome. They went up another penny again today.
Exactly.
Yeah. Jason Johnson, thank you so much for coming in. We appreciate it. So, is the pressure of rising gas prices getting